Dear students, today we are going to see the third topic in Unit 5, that is Legender's linear differential equations. In this type, we use the following substitutions, that are ax plus b is equal to e power z. If you take log on both the sides, we get log ax plus b is equal to log of e power z. Log and exponential will get cancelled. We get only z. And also we can replace ax plus b into d by a d dash, and ax plus b the whole square into d square by a square d dash minus 1, where d dash means differentiation with respect to z, that is d by dz. If we use all these substitutions in the given problem, we can simplify the equations with variable coefficients into equations with constant coefficients. After that, we can solve that equation by any one of the known methods. Now let us try one problem. Solve x plus 2 the whole square into d square y by dx square minus x plus 2 dy by dx plus y is equal to 3x plus 4. First, you see the coefficients. So here the coefficients are x plus 2 and x plus 2 the whole square. If the coefficients are x and x square, we can solve that kind of problem using Euler's type. But here the coefficients are x plus 2 and x plus 2 the whole square, that is of the form ax plus b and ax plus b the whole square. If the coefficient is of the form ax plus b and ax plus b the whole square, then that problem comes under the type Legender's linear differential equation. So here let us solve this problem using Legender's linear differential equation substitutions. First, let us rewrite the given problem. We replace d by dx by capital D and d square by dx square by capital D square. So we get x plus 2 the whole square into capital D square minus x plus 2 into capital D plus y is common in all the terms. So we have taken that y outside. So here remaining will be 1 of y is equal to 3x plus 4. Okay, now you consider the substitutions. Put x plus 2 is equal to e power z, because here the coefficient is x plus 2. So we are taking x plus 2 as e power z. If we take log on both the sides, log x plus 2 is equal to z. Here a is 1. That is, a means the coefficient of x term. You can see coefficient of x term is a. So here the coefficient of x term is 1. So here a is equal to 1. And also we can replace ax plus b into d by a d dash. So here ax plus b means it is x plus 2 into d, that is equal to a d dash. So here a is 1. So we will get only 1 into d dash as d dash. Second substitution is ax plus b the whole square into d square is a square d dash minus 1. So here x plus 2 the whole square into d square is a square. So here a square is also 1. 1 into d dash minus 1. And already we have considered x plus 2 is e power z. From this we can calculate x. X is, you bring this plus 2 to the other side. So that will become e power z minus 2. Now let us substitute all these in equation 1. So we get x plus 2 the whole square into d square is d dash minus 1 minus x plus 2 into d is d dash plus 1 of y is equal to 3 into x. X is e power z minus 2 plus 4. Now let us simplify it. D dash into d dash is d dash square minus 1 into d dash is minus d dash plus 1 of y is equal to 3 e power z minus 6 plus 4. That is, d dash square minus 2d dash plus 1 of y is equal to 3 e power z minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2. Left hand side is of the form a square minus 2ab plus b square. So it can be written as a minus b the whole square. That is, d dash minus 1 the whole square of y is equal to 3 e power z minus 2. So that is, we have reduced equations with variable coefficients into equations with constant coefficients. Now we can solve this equation by finding the general solution. The general solution consisting of two parts, one is complementary function and the other one is particular integral. Now let us find out the complementary function. To find the complementary function, first let us form the auxiliary equation. To form auxiliary equation, you replace d by m in the left hand side. So we get m minus 1 the whole square is equal to 0. If you solve, we get m is equal to 1 comma 1. That means equal roots. For equal roots, the complementary function formula is az plus b into e power z. Now we can replace z and e power z values using our substitutions. We know that z is log x plus 2 and e power z is x plus 2. If we replace, we get a into z, that is log x plus 2 plus b into e power z is x plus 2. So this is complementary function. Now we want to find out the particular integral. To find the particular integral, you consider the right hand side function. So it is 3 e power z minus 2. It is having two terms. So let us find out pi1 and pi2. So to get pi1, you consider the function 3 into e power z. We can find out pi using type 1. And second function is simply minus 2. We can write this as minus 2 into e power 0z. We know that e power 0z value is 1. So this minus 2 can be written as minus 2 into e power 0z. After that we can write that also using type 1. So now let us find out pi1, that is equal to 1 by f of d. So here f of d is d dash minus 1 the whole square into 3 e power z. So here it is of the form 1 by f of d into e power a z. Here a value is 1. So in type 1 we replace all d dash by a, that is we replace d dash by 1. So if we replace, 3 is a constant, we are taking it out. So 3 into 1 by, if we replace d dash by 1, we get 1 minus 1 the whole square into e power z. 1 minus 1 means it will become 0. 1 by 0 will be infinity. That means ordinary rule fails. If ordinary rule fails, then we have to multiply the previous step by z and we want to differentiate the denominator. After differentiating the denominator with respect to d dash, we have to replace d dash by a. That is, we have to apply the same rule. So if we apply here, we are multiplying by z. So z into 1 by, now we are differentiating this d dash minus 1 the whole square. If we differentiate, we get 2 into d dash minus 1 into the function as 3 e power z. Okay, again we apply the same rule, that is we have to replace d dash by 1. So we get z by 2 into, if we apply, we get 1 by d dash is 1. So 1 minus 1 into function as 3 e power z. So again 1 minus 1 is becoming 0. Anything by 0 will be infinity. So again the ordinary rule fails. So we want to one more time multiply by z and we have to differentiate the denominator of the previous step. So let us do it. So you consider the step. So here if you multiply by one more z, we get z square by 2. Now you differentiate this d dash minus 1 with respect to d dash. So if you differentiate, we get 1 into the function as 3 e power z. So we have applied the rule. There is no d dash term is present in the denominator. If there is any d dash term present in the denominator, once again we have to replace the d dash by 1. But we have got a constant. We have eliminated all d dash. So this is the particular integral 1 for the given problem. So that is 3 by 2 z square into e power z. Now we can replace our substitution. So 3 by 2 into z square. Z is log x plus 2 the whole square into e power z is x plus 2. Now let us find out pi2, that is 1 by f of ds d dash minus 1 the whole square into the second function is minus 2 e power 0z. We are writing that minus 2 as minus 2 into e power 0z. Again this is also coming under type 1. In type 1 we replace all d dash by a. So here a is 0. So you replace d dash by 0. So if we replace we get minus 2 is a constant, we are taking it out, into 1 by 0 minus 1 the whole square of e power 0z. E power 0z value is 1. So that is minus 2 into 0 minus 1 the whole square is 1. So minus 2 by 1, that is equal to minus 2. So this is pi2. Next let us find out the general solution. So we know that y is complementary function plus pi1 plus pi2. That is equal to complementary function as a log x plus 2 plus b into x plus 2 plus pi1 is 3 by 2 log x plus 2 the whole square into x plus 2 plus pi2 is minus 2. So this is the solution for the given problem.